Alright everyone, these are just warm-ups that I did before my workout. These are squats into a good morning. Now as we go through this video, you are going to see some of the movements done probably improperly, and that is due to I am a novice at these, so these workouts I pick up on the internet and then I just kind of share them with you. So remember, it's just a work in progress. I'm learning them, and hopefully you can start learning from me, or we can help each other get the proper movements. That's why I enjoy the comments. The second one would be called a inchworm. So you want to try to keep your legs straight and your arms straight as possible. As you can see, I didn't do it very well, but again, we're trying to work at it. And as you can see, this is at like 6:45, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was camping, and I was definitely getting worn out just by the warm-ups. So now this one is called a Spider-Man lunge. Now at one point I stopped actually lunging and I just kind of reached for the sky. And again, one of the reasons is I did legs like 2 days ago, and my legs are still pretty sore. I almost slipped there. My legs are still pretty sore, so that's why I kind of changed it. But you should step like that, keep your back a little straighter than I was doing, and then you can see that I'm kind of reaching backwards. I should be reaching straight up. Now the next one is for shoulder mobility, and this is called the angel wave. And again, I know I'm not doing it exactly right, but what it does is it really stretches out your shoulders, kind of gets some blood flowing through them. I did actually enjoy this one. My knees weren't doing so great on the underneath that blanket there, or that mat. There's some there's concrete, and then it goes into gravel, but we worked through it. Now after this is going to be our last warm-up mode, and then we're going to go into the workout with a dumbbell. Now when we start here, this is called an alternating kettlebell swing. And what you want to do is you don't want to squat. You want to do like a good morning. Now this one, it looks like I'm out of control. I kind of got better when I got through it. Now the workout states you should be doing like 40 seconds for each movement, and then right into the next one. I was not able to do this. I kind of started to gas out. So just do any movement at all when you begin. When you start doing this stuff is great. If you have to take a break, by all means do take a break. So this one is called the alternate kettlebell swings. Now we're going to go into an offset reverse lunge. You do one side first for 40 seconds and the other side. Again, I didn't do a really great job here. My legs were really burning, and I don't have a lot of balance footwork on these movements when working on it. And again, I don't think that I have the kettlebell in the right position. I should have it on the other side of my arm, up against my pec, between my pec and my shoulder. So I kind of struggled through this one, but again, like I said, I'm a novice. I'm just starting out, so these are called the offset reverse lunges. Now our next one is going to be the double arm swings. And this is a hip hinge. I'm not too bad at this. I do believe I need to get a little higher. My back needs to be a little straighter. But this will burn the legs. It's good for the core and hip flexion, I guess. So this one, I'm not too bad. I'm getting better and better at this one. But again, you should do 40 seconds for each one. I did not. This one kind of gassed me out a little bit too. But yay. I was out camping for the weekend. I didn't have my home gym that you've seen before, so I took a kettlebell and I got my workout in. And before this, if you've seen the video before, I actually took a mile walk. And then later on in the day, I took another mile walk when I was just sitting there. So now the next one is called a gorilla row. You got to keep your back straight like a gorilla. You can put your hand or your forearm on your knee for stability and kind of take off. Takes off the core, I guess. But yeah, you can see you turn your hand in, down, stand like a gorilla, and then just pull them up to your side. You want to do both sides, and again, this one was 40 seconds for each side. I'm not sure if I did the whole 40 seconds, but we went through it. As you can see, I'm kind of gasping, but we're getting in. Now this one is called the Kettlebell Clean Press. And you can see when I'm turning it, I was told not to have it hit my wrist, kind of roll it over to my wrist, roll it from the inside of my elbow then to my outside. I tried to do it. This is a 30-pound kettlebell. My back should be a little bit straighter, but again, I think I did a pretty good job. I have to work on keeping my neck or my head in the right spot so my neck is aligned with my spine. But otherwise, yeah, this is the Kettlebell Clean Press. Now, like I said, I didn't do a break. I didn't do the full 40 seconds each one non-stop. I did take breaks through it. But as you can see at the end, I did do 3 rounds. So see, that was really bad. That actually hurt the wrist. That flipped it up like that. It wasn't the way you're supposed to do it. So yeah, so this is called the Kettlebell Clean Press.
After 3 rounds of that, man, you want to try to do that all the way through without stopping. I was not able to do it. Work your way up to that, I guess. And if you have any trouble with the weights, just go body weight, just drop the weight and just do the movements. But that's a workout you can do at the campground or when you're away from the gym. She did everything. My lunges weren't real great. I did leg day like two days ago, and they're still burning. But it is what it is. You go through it. All you gotta do is you progressively get better at the movements. Remember too, partials are just fine when you're starting out, and then when you got the movement down, when you start to get to failure, just finish with partials. John Meadows, I went that on John Meadows' YouTube page. I'll put the YouTube page in the description. If I don't, make a comment and remind me and I will. Alright, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And go get it, man. Just go get it.